So guys, I just woke up. It's 12. But look at the view. We got the Sydney Opera House and Harbour Bridge. Yeah, this is definitely the best room I got so far in Sydney. Hi guys, and good morning from Sydney. I showed you already my view, but it is a really nice one this time. We can see the harbour and we can see the opera house from the room, so I'm super happy, and it's also much bigger than the previous room I got. But anyway, I just finished my morning coffee, so we're all ready to go. I don't have a very strict plan what I want to do in Sydney. I may want to stop at the Paddington Gardens. It's not really on the way, but as I said, it's not a strict plan today, so we can just go and explore. But in the end, I want to finish the day at the Watson's Bay. I've seen that there are some nice walks there, lighthouses, so I'm really curious to see if it's as cute as on the photos. So let's not waste any more time and let's go check it out. There's so many cute streets and bars around that you just want to stop everywhere. Like this, look. We're just passing through really nice buildings. But anyway, we're on the go now. And we're on the way to the Paddington Gardens. I made this small stop because I saw a really cute pet shop. And we have Luna's birthday coming. Luna's his best friend of Wally. So we need to find something that goes along with the mermaid theme, because that's what the party is all about. You may think that it's a bit ridiculous because, you know, who makes birthday parties themed for dogs, but I mean, Dubai it's actually quite weird when it comes to having a pet. So you either go full mode for your dogs, or on the other hand you have people who just don't care and they don't treat animals right. So most people, when they have dogs or any other animals, they really spoil them to like full extension. So we have Luna's birthday coming up and it's mermaid theme, so we need something that goes well with it as a gift. So that's the plan. So guys, we are now walking along the Oxford Street, and it's so cute. Everything, like all the little shops, and I think it's also like Pride area or Pride Street, because you can see a lot of rainbow theme and a lot of themed shops. Like one of them, they had a ball outside, like a steel dog ball outside of their shop, and on the exhibition they had collar and leads. So I thought, oh, it's a pet shop, we're gonna find something for Luna. It was not a pet shop. You know what I mean, what kind of shop it was, so it's funny, but everything looks very cute and it's definitely a nice street to walk around. There's a lot of shade, a lot of greenery, so yeah, definitely a nice walking street. So guys, we just made it to the Paddington Reservoir Gardens, and I'm just reading about it. It's a public park. So it was designed by Edward Bell and built from 1864 to 1866 and operated as a water reservoir which accepted water from the botany swamps, pumping station for supply to parts of Sydney. So from what I noticed, there are two parts. One is accessible by basically anyone and it's free to access, which is the part where we are right now. It's a bit small, to be honest, so if you're making the trip here just to see the gardens, I'm not sure if you'll be satisfied in a way. Like, if you want to make an worthy photo, then yeah, sure, but in general it's not a big garden. If you're around and you just want to rest or read a book, then sure. But if you're just going here and the trip takes you an hour or so, then I would probably pick something else. And there's another part, which are the chambers, but I'm not sure if we can get there because I've seen a big lock on the door, so I think it's closed, unfortunately. But anyway, the place is basically a water supply for the city, and later on it was turned into gardens. And around, I think you can also rent a flat, but I can only imagine the prices here because the whole area looks a bit fancy. So I guess you can rent those places. It's a nice area. They have those cute gardens below. This is the entry to the chambers. No, doesn't look like they want us here. So guys, we just arrived at the Watson's Bay. Again, I almost missed my stop. It's always like that when you have like 20 or 30 stops to take. You stop paying attention, but it was the last stop. Well, I think I should get off the previous stop, but it's fine because it's all the same. So we're at the Watson's Bay now, and we're gonna go over there. There's a Gap lookout. The trip itself here, so first we had to go from the gardens with the bus 333 to the Bondi Junction, and over there change to 380. So the first it was 10 minutes and now it was 30 minutes. And you go here via Bondi Beach, Bondi, I'm not still sure how to pronounce it, but anyway, if you want to make a stop there and take a swim, you can, it's on the way. But we're not doing that, so let's go check out the views. I've been reading a little bit about the Gap and basically the cliffs that we're at right now, and apparently it's actually quite dangerous spot. So in 1857 the Dunbar was wrecked off the cliffs below the Gap, killing 121 and leaving only one survivor, named James Johnson, who was a part of the crew, and he was found 36 hours later. The wreck itself was located in 1955, and you can find the anchor of this ship here. The ship's Bible was also found. It was washed up on the 40 Basket Beach on the other side of the harbor, and now is at St. Stephen's Church in Camperdown. That's a good spot because it's shaded. A few months later, a second ship, the Catherine Adamson, was wrecked nearby, resulting in another 21 deaths. Oh, so that's basically the reason why they built the lighthouses that we're gonna go to. And the place itself here, the Gap, from 1930s, it's also known as a place of misadventure, as it draws a lot of depressed and sad people. In 1942, they established a police cliff rescue team, and since then they're saving around 70, on average 70 people per year. There was a sign that there's like always hope and reach out if you need help. So in 1960s, Don Ritchie, who was a local, he decided to live next to the lookout and watch over people who appeared to need help. And he saved over 160 people, which earned him the nickname the Angel of the Gap. and he was also awarded a Medal of the Order of Australia in 2006. My skull was burning, so some hot action. Look at this, how cute! Oh, I just want to knock the door now. Some cuddles. Some cuddles. Guys, after the Blue Mountains, I'm now like constantly looking for some snakes or spiders. This is my main worry now, being in Australia, that at some point they'll come back for me. Yeah, I'm getting to the paranoid stage where I'm just like purposely looking for snakes around me. And you know what they say, if you look for something, you'll probably find it. So I should stop, because I don't really want to see them. It's just so beautiful around with all the plants and greenery. It feels like you're at the beach and in the jungle at the same time. But yeah, somewhere in the back of my head, in this little room that I have called paranoia, there's this snake looking at me. So we just reached the beach. It's such a nice walk, guys, because you have the whole view of the Sydney here. But now we're walking to the lighthouse, the Hornby. We have all those pronunciation issues all the time, huh? I don't know how far it is. I assume it's like maybe 15 minutes walk from the cave beach. But we will see. Real or is it fake? I think it's real. So that is the Lady Bay beach, but we're not going there because it's a nudist beach. And one, I don't want to get naked. Two, I cannot record, so we're walking a little bit further. It is a bit hot. It's now 28 degrees. It feels always hotter in Australia than if it was 28 degrees in, let's say, UAE. Oh, again, little lizard. We're now at the Lightkeeper's Cottage. Opened in 1858, and it was a house to the lighthouse keepers. So let's go check it out. You can see the lighthouse here. So that was the home of its keepers. I read somewhere that it was actually the brother of the only survivor of the wreck that I was talking earlier about, that used to live here, and that was a keeper of the lighthouse. The light station was completed in 1958 for the total cost of £3,127. Oh, so it is true. So by the strange twist of fate, the first head lightkeeper was none other than James Johnson, who later became the first assistant keeper of the Nobis Lighthouse in Newcastle. And it was occupied by lightkeepers until 1933, when the light station was converted to electricity. much to say about it, as I said most of it already, but the only thing about colors, why it's red and white, I could find was to distinguish it from the other lighthouse that hopefully we're gonna get to as well today. It's 2 kilometers away, and the other thing is that it's the second oldest lighthouse in New South Wales. But it looks pretty cool. It's definitely a cute looking lighthouse. Does he want something from me? You're too close, brother. Go away. There's something creepy about beds. No, go. I feel like on holidays, but I'm at work. Oh well. Oh, tunnel tour. What? South Head Tunnels Tour. So South Head was a key location in the defense of Sydney Harbour from 1870s until World War II, carved out of the sandstone beneath South Head. And they led to the magazines when gunpowder was stored. No, it's just an advertisement of the tours. The next one is in April. No, it looks like asking for spiders. But it's cool. I think we're supposed to go here. So the other lighthouse is 2 kilometers away from the first one. It's basically the same way that we already covered. So guys, it was super easy. From the same bus stop that we arrived to, I took a bus 3 to 4, and it stops basically right next to the other lighthouse. It was only 3 stops or 30 minutes walk. So I decided to take a bus. There's no crowds here at all. There were some tourists around this gap cliff, but other than that it's pretty empty. So guys, what we've just seen was the South Head signal station. It's right there behind me, and in front of me there's a lighthouse that we're walking to. It's so beautiful to see it on the top of the cliffs. Little tour that we did today, it's like a sort of a hidden gem because there's literally no tourists here. The art, guys, it's the art. So guys, this one is actually the first Australian lighthouse. Began operating in November 1818. We're gonna head back to the city and maybe eat something because right now it's almost 6 p.m. But yeah, for now I'm gonna switch off and see if later on I'll do something. I'll come back. Guys, we're back in the hotel. So I took the bus on the way back, but at some point I just found myself at the wrong station, but it was close enough to the hotel, so I decided to walk. It was like 25 minutes walk or so. And I found a place that if we were living in Australia, that would be definitely Ian's favorite spot. It was a car wash together with a dog wash, which is like a perfect combination because he can go with Ollie, wash his car and wash the dog. This is perfect solution for Ian. If we don't have it in the UAE, and to be honest I haven't seen it anywhere in the world, but this is definitely a good business for all dog dads. Look at that, car wash, dog wash. I just ordered my food, and so I got Pepsi just to drink something. They didn't have cola. Now let's see. So a burrito, some guacamole and some tortilla chips. And it was expensive, guys. So let's drink in this one, why not? This one is massive. Look at this. No, you choose it. It's good. It's rice and cauliflower and something sweet. Maybe this barbecue sauce is sweet, I don't know, but it's good. It was a fun day. If you have more time and you want to go for a nice day trip, then it's definitely, that's my chair. It's definitely worth checking out, especially the first lighthouse. It was really cute, the red and white one. The other one, I say, I don't know. It was beautiful, but the first one was definitely a show stealer. So definitely worth visiting if you have that additional time. I'm gonna now have some food, which makes it all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one.